Yo, what is happening? What's trending, YouTube? Welcome back to another Vee Riche production. I appreciate every last one of y'all for continuing to drop by and support the channel. Come on in. Take your shoes off at the door. You're welcome to anything in my house. Just don't let me catch you in my refrigerator. Keep your eyes off my old lady. Got another reaction video for y'all today. Got husband finds out his wife cheated while he's deployed, and it ends badly. Let's get it.
23rd, 2025. Officers were dispatched in response to reports of a domestic incident.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
So we had a little altercation. We were talking, this, that, and the third. She went to the laundry room across the way about since midnight. So I wake up at 2:30. I'm like, this is not just my girlfriend, this is my wife. So I'm like, I'm gonna come go get her. I go in the laundry room. As soon as I'm going in the laundry room, she hangs up the phone. So I'm like, you're on the phone with your ex? She starts fighting me, this, that, and the third. So I took the phone. I came to the apartment. She comes in here. She throws everything over here. So I called her ex. So I'm like, bro, what is going on? Every time I say some shit, if I say some slick shit, she started hitting me. This, that, and the third. She took a knife. She went to draw. She took the knife. She hold her hand right here. She starts slitting her hands. I'm standing right here. She right here. She doing this. She cut her hands. And I say some slick shit. She throw the knife at me. So I move out the way. That's when I called y'all, and then I called her mom. Because I'm just trying to figure out why she telling me, oh, last time I talked to my ex was this, that, and the third. But then the ex is telling me something else.
Sit down here. Talk to me.
So I'm like, I'm not really for that. There's a weapon inside there. When you go in the room to the left, there's a.
It's yours?
No, so we bought it together, but it's under her name.
Okay.
It's in the closet to the left.
You got your ID on you?
No, my wallet is right there on the floor.
None of that was used against you, though. The weapon.
No.
Okay. So today she was at the laundromat on the
Oh,
premises.
it's right there at the entrance. It goes like.
You're talking about the one on the premises,
Yes,
though, right?
yes.
Okay. So she was there at midnight. You wake up around 2.
So since we had the altercation, I made my wrong. So I'm just like, she's probably talking. First, he came out here. She was on the phone with some boy. She doesn't have any male friends out here. We just moved from New York. She doesn't have any male friends out here. So I come out here and I'm like,
You don't think she has no male friends, bro. She got plenty of male friends, is what it sounds like. You have been deployed, going overseas, fighting for your country. Huh? Sending money back home. How she repay you? Sleeping with the man from upstairs on the 5th floor.
bro, I'm trying to go to sleep. Let me know if you're finna come in the house or not. Because she doesn't have, her key is inside. She comes out here and I'm like, bro, I'm not going to close the door. Come inside. So she come here, but I still have the little latch on the door. So I'm asking her, I'm like, before you come in this house, you finna tell me who you on the phone with. She ain't want to tell me. So she walks away and go to the laundry room. So I'm like, you know what?
When does that happen?
Around midnight.
Okay.
So I'm like, she goes to the laundry room. I'm like, all right, it's what it is. When she comes back, I guess she's just gonna take her stuff and leave because I'm not gonna continue this relationship with you telling me, oh, the last time you and your ex had was this date, but your ex is probably now telling me while I'm in training for 6 months your ex.
Whoa.
So I wake up. I look at my phone. It's 2:30. I check her location. She's still at the laundromat. I'm like, bro, I'm not paying no rent for my wife to go stand in the laundromat. So I go over to the laundromat. As soon as she sees me coming to the door, she's like, all right, I'll talk to you. She hangs up. So I think she's talking to this friend that she said she was talking to. So I grab her phone. I open the phone. I see the ex's number. She's like, oh, I was talking to my friend first. She was like, I'm talking to my friend first. I'm like, bro, the only number that's here right now is the ex that you said you don't deal with because he used to violently attack you, assault you, whatever.
Bro, there is no reasonable explanation as to why she's talking to her ex. The minute you found that out is the minute, me personally, the minute I find out that my girl is cheating, I'm gone. I don't want you to explain. I'm not fighting with you, nothing. So this wouldn't have ever even got to this point. The police would have never been called because my father always told me, If a woman is doing you dirty, you just leave. The best thing that you can do is leave, especially if you're the sole provider. You mean to tell me that she's disrespecting you this much, that you're providing for her and her family? I mean, for you and your family and the kids, putting a roof over y'all head, and she repays you by talking to her ex. Dude, her ex probably is a sleazeball. It sounds like he was about to go into explaining what type of dude the ex is. Sound like he was a street dude, probably was beating on her, probably standing in the basement of his mom's crib, riding on the passenger seat, a scrub. But these females like scrubs. Nah, for real though, bro. You gotta have more respect for yourself. I would never, ever, ever call the ex. He would never be able to get the ups on me like that. I'm calling him, yo, what you calling my wife for, homie? Didn't I tell you to stop calling my wife? Be like Will Smith. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Sensational.
So she walks out the laundry room. Okay. This is just right now. So she walks out the laundry room.
So she's now at this time coming back from the laundry room.
And 30, 45 minutes ago, she walks. So when I grab her phone and we get to the car, she walks to the car with me. She's trying to come into the car. I'm like, you're not getting into the car with me. So she walks off. I drive to the apartment. I drive that white Bentley. I park right here. She head that way. She's walking outside the apartment. So I come, I park, I get in here. I lock the door. I'm about to get on the bed. I hear when the door knocks. So I come and I'm like, bro. I'm asking, I'm like, why are we talking shit? And she's like, open the door, open the door. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna open the door, bro. So I finally open the door. She comes in. I called the ex. Because she don't want to call him because I took the phone and I smashed it. So she don't want to call the ex. I'm like, matter of fact, you can't call him.
Smash whose phone?
Her phone.
Okay.
So it's not even turned on. So she's like, oh, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. So I call the ex. I'm like, bro, he answers the phone. He's not saying hello. He's not saying anything. I'm like, bro, don't get your my house.
For real, though.
Every time I would say like the B word or whatever, she would flare up. She took my little blue suitcase in there. She's lobbing that shit at me like she's playing basketball or something. She just lobbing shit. She comes out here. She throws the shit. Every time I would say some slick shit, I would see her running towards me, swinging, doing all of that. So, and I'm trying to defend myself.
And that's happening now.
Yeah, this was like 30, 45 minutes ago. So I'll be on the phone with the ex and I'm like, bro. So I asked him, I'm like, bro, when was the last time y'all had? She been telling me this. So the last time they had January 1st, 2024. We started talking in May. He's telling me they June. I'm in basic training. While my wife getting her ex, her so-called ex that, she don't deal with because he's abusive. She been trying to get away from him, this, that, and the third. But every time I'm like, bro, why were you ex? She's like running at me, lobbing punches, this, that, and the third. I'm like, why are you mad at me? Because you ex. Okay.
So I'm trying to make sure I understand everything, okay? So around midnight, she goes to the laundromat.
So around midnight, she was like right here.
Wait. So originally, you're inside and she's outside.
She's out here, yeah.
Okay, she's on some phone. You ask who she's with or who she's talking to.
Yeah.
And then
I was
she
going
doesn't
to
want
sleep, so I was asking her to come back in the
at
house.
midnight.
Yeah.
And then you ask who she's on the phone with. She doesn't want to tell you, and you're about to go to sleep, so you just close the door and she goes to the laundromat. Then you wake up at 2.
No, so I come out here, I'm like,
when?
So
Anytime?
around midnight.
Okay.
So I texted her first. I could 12:16. I said I'm trying to go to sleep, but I'm not going to sleep with the door open because she doesn't have her key. So she comes out and she just closes the doors. Okay. So I said I'm not trying to go to sleep with the front door open. Can you come back in the house? And if you're not, let me know. She texts me back at 12:23. She says I'm coming. I'm standing at the window right there. I'm looking through the glass. She said I'm coming like 5 minutes ago. She's not coming. So I check her location. She's like 4 or 5 cars down. So I walk out. I walk right there in the snow. I look. I'm like, yo. She comes. I'm like, bro, you either finna come in the house or you're not. Mm-hmm. She hangs up the phone. I hear the male voice, so I'm walking towards the door. She's right here. So when I go in the house,
you're hearing the male voice from the phone.
So I'm standing. When she walks up, I'm like right here, and she's like right here, that thing. So she's like, all right, I'll talk to you. And he's like, all right, bet. She hangs up. So we get to the door. I push the door in and I put the little sling thing on it. And I open it and I said, bro, before you come in this house, you finna tell me who you on the phone with. She's like, my friend. I'm like, who's your friend? What's the name of your friend? oh, he don't got a name. I'm like, all right, whenever you figure out what his name is, you let me know. She walks away. So I close the door. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm not paying this shit no mind. I'm finna go to sleep.
So you lock the door. That's when she goes to the laundromat.
She already left, yeah, so I closed the door.
Okay, so you lock the door, you go to sleep. It becomes 2:30.
Yeah, I can't sleep, so I'm waking up. So I woke up.
These hoes ain't loyal. Look, man, I believe him, but I also want to be fair. So I want to hear her side of the story as well. You know what I'm saying? But off just being objectively, watching this video, his story seems to line. He has every single detail for it to be so fresh. He has every single detail as to where she was standing. He was pointing at how she ended the phone call, double tapped. Every single detail is precise. So, but I do want to hear her side of the story too. We are gonna be the social media judges for this right here, and we gonna figure this thing out.
2:30 at this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wake up. I check the location. She's in the laundry room.
Okay.
I hop up. I hop in the car.
And
I
you
drive
go to
to
the
the laundry room.
Okay.
As soon as I get there, let's say this is the laundry room door right here, but it's a glass door, and I'm parked right here. So I'm walking. As soon as I walk, she say he's right there where that officer is.
I'm gonna call you back.
I can see her. She's like, I'm gonna call you back. She hangs up the phone again.
Okay.
So I walk in there. I'm like, whoa. So I hang up the phone again. So I grab the phone from her. She start biting me, doing all this.
When you grab her phone?
When I grab the phone. Okay. So I open the phone. I seen the ex's number. We walk out the laundry room. I walk towards the car. She comes to the car. By the keys in my pocket, I have her phone right here, and I close the car. I'm like, wait, you're not getting in the car. So she walks off. She's walking outside. Like she's going outside the apartment complex. I get to the crib. I go inside. I close the door. I hear the knock on the door. So I open it with the slam. I'm like, and I'm asking, why were you talking to your ex? She's like, why were you texting? I'm like, why are you talking to your ex? You just told me the last time you and your ex talk or have any conversation was January 1st, 2024. And I let her in the house, and I'm like, I'm trying to have a conversation with her. She ain't going for none of that. I'm like, all right, now we start fighting. She's hitting, I'm pushing her off. I'm like, bro, I'm finna call your ex.
You guys start talking on the phone. So, just so I understand this part, because this is the part that confused me.
Yeah.
She ends up leaving the complex, you come back.
I don't think
close the door. You saw her leaving the complex.
Yeah.
And then you come back.
Yeah.
You close the door, she start knocking. And then you say, hey, who are you talking
Boy
to?
on the phone.
And then you let her in.
I let her in the house.
You guys start talking.
We start arguing.
Okay, so when she gets inside
Right
the
off
house,
the bat,
when she gets inside the house, you guys start arguing.
Yeah.
At what point does it become physical? So when she comes in, she starts arguing, you automatically...
We're both arguing. And then when I say she her friend Shaq, that's when
she started getting physical.
Yeah, every time I would be like, oh, she somebody or see, or this, that, and the third. That's when she would, I would say.
See, that's how I know she is guilty. Well, I'm not going to assume. I'm going to hear her side of the story first. But typically, when a woman just goes off and starts getting enraged and start to get physical, that's because she ran out of words. She ran out of explanation. You fed up. You tired of hearing her lies, so she just get physical with you. Granted, I don't agree with him snatching her phone. I think he was acting out of his emotions. Like I said before, man, I was always taught if a woman is do you dirty, snake you out, cheat on you or something, just leave. You don't snatch the phone. You don't call the ex. You don't do none of that. You just let her know, look, it ain't even worth me arguing and all that. You want to be with him, be with him. Just, pack your bag. If you stay with me, pack your bags, and I'll get you a bus ticket.
Yeah, she'll hit me or some shit, and then she'll go back and lay down, and then I'll say, or some shit, and she'll get back up, and she threw the suitcase at me, and I'm like, ah. So I called y'all, and that's what she still didn't calm down when I called y'all, but I called her mom after, and I'm like, bro, come and get your daughter. She's not gonna be at my house, and be with this, that, and the third.
Okay, give me 1 second, okay? On the call, Martha said something about knives.
Yeah, we were in the room arguing. I'm on the phone with her ex. She comes out to the kitchen, so I close the room door. I close it, so she gets the knife, And she's
So
about
hold
to.
up, because this is like this story to me is going everywhere, and I need it to like be okay.
So once she
So
gets in
you
the apartment,
enter. Okay.
once she gets in the apartment,
Yes.
we are arguing this, that, and the third.
Yes.
I walk towards the bedroom.
Yes.
We're there, we're arguing. She's throwing her punches, we're fighting, whatever.
When you start calling her.
Yeah. So
Okay.
once I did that, every time, like the key thing is every time I would say something out of pocket, that's when she would like throw me like.
So when you would say.
One thing I noticed about female officers though, they majority of the time are going to take the female side, even if the female is, all the signs point to her being guilty. They are going to try to find a way to make this the man's fault. From me, if I was an officer, I would try to be fair and impartial and listen to both sides and make a judgment. But it's so difficult to do that with a domestic call because you weren't there. So it's literally her word against his. You don't have an eyewitness. You don't have a neighbor to say, no, I saw it. This is what happened. She hit him. You don't have anybody to give their a statement and say what they saw. So it's very difficult to determine exactly what happened. I think the best judgment call is to say y'all separate and stay separated until cooler heads prevail.
So
Okay, so you go. So when you go to the bedroom and she starts hitting you after you call her,
Yeah.
and like you, some dude, is when she goes to the kitchen.
She goes to the kitchen.
And you close the door, but enough to where you can see,
But
and then you see her
I'm
grab
gonna
the
go close.
knife.
Yeah, I'm gonna go close it fully. But I see her going to the drawer, so I open back the door.
So
so I'm holding. I'm
so
like, bro.
you don't fully close the
I don't
door.
fully close
When
the
you're
door.
about to close the door, but it's not fully.
Yeah,
You can
I can
see her
it. I see
in
she
the
goes
kitchen,
into the drawer. She
and
pulls
she
it.
grabs
She
the
picks
knife.
the knife up.
and then she brings the knife
By
towards
the
the
time
room, and
so-
then that's when she tells you.
So
if
yeah,
you're
so
gonna
now she's like at the door. She's in your position right now. She's about to use her body to push the door. But because she already I guess she went for the knife to come pull the door. But by the time she gets to the door is already open. The door is still open. So she dropped the knife, but I couldn't see that. So I said, my first statement was, I said, bro, if you stab me with this knife,
When you said you're gonna videotape it, is when she chucked the knife at you?
yeah.
Okay. What happened, man?
All right, here we go.
So we had a argument earlier today
Mhm.
about him texting, like, it's been an argument about him texting or entertaining other females.
Ah,
The first time we had an argument about it, we talked about it, whatever. But
here we go. The typical female jargon, bro. Oh man, my light went out. Anyway, they always try to turn it on to the male. You know, I said I was gonna be fair. Hold on, let me stop.
I felt like it wasn't resolved or he stopped or whatever. So we had a conversation about it the next day and I realized that he didn't. So it's been something leading up. I had a friend from high school who I replied to something that they posted on Instagram a couple days ago. And he told me, oh, he is stationed in Stewart. And I was like, oh, it's glad to know that I know somebody else that's down here because I just moved. And then he saw the messages and automatically assumed that I'm into something with this guy, or when he's leaving for the field next week for like 45 days, so he's automatically assumed that I'm gonna be doing something with this guy once he's gone. So I was like, no, that's not gonna happen. So we were talking about it earlier, everything, calm conversation, whatever. Then
I'm gonna let her. I'm gonna let. Hey, Taylor, I'm gonna let you finish. But I got a question. Do y'all think that it is possible to have a genuine friendship with the opposite sex? And to what extent do you think, that relationship should exist? Should it be your partner should be able to hang out with that other person alone, or should y'all go out together? You know what I'm saying? While you still there, or do you trust your partner enough to go out with the opposite sex? Like, say if your girlfriend has a male best friend, do you trust her to go out with that man alone? especially like on late night events, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning? Do you trust your spouse that much? And females, do you trust your man to go out with his female best friend and stay out late? Drop the comments down. Let's start a conversation about that. I want to see what the sentiment is out there in the world. Me personally, I'm gonna give you my answer. I have a female best friend. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't never been nothing like that. But if I was to get married out of respect for my wife, I probably would kind of like scale back. And I definitely wouldn't be coming in the house at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and saying I'm with my female best friend. Just out of respect. Because I wouldn't want that to be done to me. I wouldn't want to leave my partner, out there just. I wouldn't want to leave her room for thinking that it was something being. You know what I'm saying? It was something up. Just out of respect, I wouldn't do that.
We moved past it. We were laying down. He brought it back up again, and I said, I don't know why you're so paranoid that I'm going to be doing something once you're going out in the field for 45 days. Like, that's not going to happen. I tried to, reassure the issue, but he constantly brings up the fact that I was doing something when he was in basic training, which wasn't the case, right? And I was like, you constantly bringing that up, but you're texting females. When I found the messages recently where he was texting a female, I didn't bring it up. I didn't say anything. I let it be. But he went through my phone and saw that I had took pictures of the messages. And I said, why were you doing it? He said, I was wrong for going to my friend about it first and not going to him. So he's just not going to explain anything to me. He's telling this girl, oh, he lives with his sister. He's going to be helping her out with her papers and something along the line of that. I didn't bring it up because I'm like, whatever. So the whole thing started today when I'm trying to talk to him. Conversation wasn't going peaceful or whatever. So I literally walked out. Whenever I realize that conversation is going left, my first thing to always do is to go outside, cool off, come back in.
What was that?
That was earlier today.
Like around what time? Estimate.
Probably like around 7, 8. I don't really know the time, but let's put it around that time.
Okay.
And then I went outside, I tried to cool off, whatever. I came back in. We were trying to have a conversation about the issue again. The conversation got heated. And I literally said, if you're not going to explain to me why you keep on doing what you're doing, it doesn't make any sense. Why are you doing it? Why are you entertaining these females? Why are they so quick to send you news? Like, why are you having those type of conversations, telling people you live with your sister, you live with this person, you live with that person? It's not making sense.
Okay, so today, around 7 or 8 is when you leave.
That's when, the whole thing started.
Because you guys started arguing about him talking to other females.
And then,
prior to that, but at 7 or 8 is when you left and you took your iPad to McDonald's to get Wi-Fi to talk to your best friend.
Yes, it was around that time.
Okay,
roughly,
so
let's
then
put
you
it from
come back at what time?
10.
Okay, so 7 to 10?
Yeah, we were I was back and forth, inside, outside, inside, outside.
As in coming back and forth from here to McDonald's?
No, so I only went to McDonald's once, but I was
that was from 7 to 8?
Yeah, around that time.
And then you come back at what time?
12.
I wasn't out for long.
Okay.
I wasn't outside for long because I remember I was talking to her and I was I'm getting cold, so I'm gonna walk back in. But for majority of the time, I was in the apartment complex. I was right up there.
Okay.
So
then when you walk out the next time, where do you go?
I was just walking around the apartment. The last time where I went I was outside talking. Mm-hmm. This was around 12. Mm-hmm. He came, I was on the phone with my friend. He came and he said, are you coming inside? So I told my friend, I was listen, I feel much better by talking to you. I'm calm, whatever, so I'm just going to go inside. And my friend was he was just trying to hurry up. He was just listen, no matter what you do, just be calm. Don't try to start anything. Just, if you have to apologize, you apologize.
Your friend, see, there's holes in her story. See, she said she was walking around the apartment complex. He said she was at the laundromat around 12. She said that he was talking to her male friend on the phone. And it was obviously her ex because he went through her phone. The last phone call she was on was her ex. So it's already holes in her story. She was talking to her ex and she's not admitting to the police that she was talking to her ex. So that right there paints me at you as a liar to me. Because there's no reason for you to lie to the police and say that you were talking to your male friend instead of telling them that you were talking to your ex. So if you'll lie about that, you'll lie about multiple things. You're just a liar. If you lie about one thing, you'll lie about another thing. So I did try to be fair and impartial. So yeah, I did. Now what?
If you can move past this, I said okay. When he kept on saying who you on the phone with, I was like, I'm on the phone with my friend. He came inside.
Yo,
Like, who you on
ex.
the phone with? I was like, I'm on the phone with my friend. He was like, what's the name of the friend? I was like, it's my friend. He locked the door and he put the chain thing on the door. Whatever.
Around what time did he do that?
That was like any time after midnight.
Okay, so some random time after midnight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he kept on opening the door, but the chain thing was on the door, and he was just like, if you don't tell me who you're talking to, I'm not going to let you inside the house.
Okay.
I was like, okay, cool. I left. I went to go stay in the laundromat, which is warm.
Just so I understand this part, you go, you're outside, and then he says, hey, are you gonna come inside or no?
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't come inside, he puts the latch on.
Yeah, I was like walking behind him, but I was trying to finish up my conversation.
So he just puts the lock on.
Yes, he locked the door, he put the lock on, and then he opened it, so you know it's not gonna open.
Yeah,
put the lock
on.
Yes. So then he kept on saying, where you on the phone? I was like, my friend. He was like,
and then he didn't let you in because you just kept saying your friend.
Yes. So then I left, went to the laundromat. It was warm in there, so I sat there, and I felt my anxiety coming back again. Like, it's just like, it was just crazy. I'm shaking, like my chest is tightening up on me and everything. I called my ex and I'm like, I was just like panicking, freaking out. I was just like,
I stand corrected. I jumped the gun. She is absolutely being fully transparent here. So it sounds like they both just some cheating individuals, man. Cause she telling the truth and he telling the truth. So it sounds like they both cheating. They just need to be roommates instead of in a relationship. Just help each other with the rent and the bills. Y'all can share the responsibilities of the dog. So that way y'all don't have any romantic ties to each other. So there shouldn't be no jealousy, going through phones, arguing, none of that. We just help each other with the bills and we come and go as we please. And that's just it.
there's a whole lot going on. I feel like I'm in this repeated cycle where this shit is happening again. Like, why is it happening again? I don't know. I felt like I left from New York to come here, and I felt like this shit is even worse than before. And
Both of them, please.
Ooh.
Other one?
oh, and there's other one.
Now with that, did you do that yourself or like during the struggle that happened?
No, I did that myself.
Like you took the knife and cut your
Yes.
That's what he said too.
So
So you're at the laundromat.
yeah, I was at the laundromat. I was on the phone with him. I was just telling him, like, you know, I feel like this is just a repeated cycle. Like, it's just never gonna stop. Like, I just don't know what to do. I feel like once I get a sense of, you know, safety or calmness or whatever, it's just the next thing keep on happening. So he was just there. He was just talking to me or whatever.
Like my father always told me, wherever you go, there you go. So if you feel like problems are following you, if you move to state, you can't run from your problems. You got to address whatever it is internally and deal with it. You think that you getting with a different individual and getting into another relationship and you haven't dealt with whatever it was that you need to deal with from the prior relationship. And wherever you go, that energy is going to go. So wherever you go, there you go.
Then he came in the laundromat. I hung up. He came in the laundromat and it's a tussle over the phone. Mm-hmm. When we came out, he threw the phone right by the car before you went in. The phone broke. he drove off. So I turned back thinking that he left the phone there or not, but when I went, the phone wasn't there, so I walked back to come back into the apartment to see, like, did the phone break, like, what's going on. He had the chain thingy on the door. I kept on knocking, and I'm just like, I don't intend on waking everybody up, but if you don't open the door, you leave me no choice then to. Like, the tussling started again.
When he opened the door for you to
When
come
he
back
opened
inside.
the door again, the tussling started, all of that. He called my ex. I don't know what type of information my ex was giving him, because when I told him that happened was that the last time I did anything sexual with my ex was January, which is true.
And at what point did you grab the knife?
Like, towards the end.
Okay.
Like, I don't know the time, but like towards the end.
And at any point you throw a knife?
I did.
You did?
I did.
Okay. Okay, so
What
you're
y'all
gonna
gonna
be
do?
going with them because you're gonna go on a hold, am I right?
Yes, that is the plan. That is up in the position, but that is probably yes.
Okay. So because of you going on that, you're gonna be released on subpoena, okay? So that means that you are technically arrested today for battery, and then you will just get you will get a subpoena, it's like so a certain day to go to jail. Okay.
It says I'm being charged.
Battery. So that's just because you were fighting with him. That's physical contact. All those red marks up on his neck and chest, stuff like that.
What about the ones on my fingers?
He's getting, both of you are getting charged with things.
On your fingers?
Okay. Give me a second. Am I standing up for me? Okay. Come down. Turn around for me, please.
Oh, God. So both of them going to jail for fighting in the house. Both of them going down for battery. What? Wait. What happened to the dog? I'm always curious as to what happened to the dog. You know what? Somebody actually answered my last question. They said they usually call somebody to come pick up the dog. So I already have an answer to that. I appreciate every last one of y'all for continuing to support the channel. I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. Another Vee Riche production. Hey, y'all be safe out here in these streets. Peace.